Welcome to JMO with Josh and Joe. It is Tuesday, June 28th. And congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche, your 2022 Stanley Cup champions. Good job. Congratulations. You know?
That's I guess that's two weeks in a row now that we're finishing up finals.
I know.
Sports. I know. Everything seems to be wrapping up.
It is all wrapping up.
I was hoping for a Game 7, though.
I was too. I wanted a Game 7. I think everybody in America wanted a Game 7. I think the Colorado Avalanche fans wanted a Game 7 because they want... Dude, there's nothing better in sports than when you win the Stanley Cup championship and they do that, you know how they lift up the cup around over the head and they pass it around to everybody else and they all fucking do it. They skate around with it. They kiss it.
Yep.
They probably give each other herpes, but it's one of the greatest celebrations in sports.
Yeah.
I think more sports need to do that where like they give each player a chance to like. I know, like a lot of times, like the NBA and the NFL, they hold up the trophy, but you don't like run around with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the NHL, you get to skate around with it.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. I think more sports should incorporate that. But yeah, it was a great series. I know you're not too much of a puckhead. I'm not that much of a puckhead either. We were both born in the South, so ice is foreign to us.
I mean, I didn't know it existed for a while.
Me neither, man. It was like what? It snowed for the first time when I was 11. You were 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know what that was. I thought that was just like something in the movies.
It's like slow rain coming down.
Yeah, slow rain. That's what. Yeah. It was a great series. My take on it was the Tampa Bay Lightning, they looked tired. They looked gassed. Mm-hmm. They looked like they were playing on their heels. And Colorado was definitely the better team. But how Tampa, this is just my humble opinion, how Tampa made it anywhere near as far as they did was because Vasilevsky is by far the best goalie in the NHL.
Yeah.
He literally saved them. The Tampa Bay defense, it was almost like sometimes they were just non-existent. Mm-hmm. And he was just making these incredible saves. That dude has a split span of 7 feet. Yeah. He has a 7-foot split span.
Well, it's a good thing that Tampa, even though their defense was not great, having a goalie, the ultimate defender of the goal,
right?
Is... and defense wins championships. So
defense does win championships.
So yeah,
correct. Yeah. But yeah, congrats to Colorado. That core is just amazing. It's unreal. They're gonna win. They're gonna win a lot. Let's see. Here's the thing. Also, I think my theory is the reason why Tampa looks so tired was they have played more hockey in the last 3 years than any other hockey team in the entire NHL.
That's true.
That is, because they have been to the Stanley Cup Finals in every single year for the past 3 years.
So they've aged faster than anybody else in the
yes,
in the league.
And they've played more hockey.
Yeah,
they have. They're at a disadvantage. They almost, you know what they should do.
What's
Even
that?
in the NBA, the farther you go in the playoffs, the later you start the season.
Oh.
The next year, the later you start the season next year.
So basically, you can skip out on the first 15 games, but you're automatically 15-0.
No, you just get to play 15 games after. They get a little bit more of a rest, or you can start 15-0. I don't know. I didn't really.
I was about to say, if you go 15 games after, though, I mean, then you're just extending the season longer than it should be.
Yeah. I didn't really think that through whenever I said it. It came off the top of my head. But I think they should start off, 15-0.
Gotcha.
They should start 15-0. Let's see. Did you see the Keepers of the Cup? Did you happen to see it at the ceremony? So the Keepers of the Cup are these two old guys, and they bring it out with like white gloves and shit. And they're the guys who basically their job is just to keep the cup.
Okay.
That's all they do is just they handle the cup. And I think it would be like one of the greatest jobs of all time if you just handle the trophy the whole time.
That's your full-time job.
Full-time job, handle the trophy, make sure it doesn't break.
It's like the butler of the trophies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to have a British accent.
You got to have a
British accent.
Probably one of them's named Alfred.
They all have to be named Alfred.
All of them.
All of them are named Alfred.
That's a qualifier.
Yes,
you
yes.
know?
British accent, named Alfred. Pretty much, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That'll work. But yeah, great series. Congrats to Colorado Avalanche. They swept 2 of the 4 series that they played in. Yeah, good for them. Good for them.
Yep.
I wish I could say more, but I don't really know hockey too well. And I'm a Pens fan, so I'm not the happiest about it because we're probably going to lose Evgeny Malkin. And I don't know what Sidney Crosby's going to do. I don't know. A lot of shit is up in the air for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I'm excited. I'm not excited. I'm nervous about it.
Yeah.
Nervous about it.
Yeah. They've been having that core for quite some time.
I know.
So
I know. Tang, Malkin, Crosby.
Yeah.
They've been together for a long time. It's been nice. It's been great.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, it's coming to that moment where they're going to maybe have to do that split because of age and everything.
And then my thing is like, I hate rebuilding. The rebuilding process is fun for a lot of people, but I'm not too big of a fan of it because it's almost like you just quit for the next 2 years and you build.
Yeah.
And I don't want to build. I just want to pull in LA Rams and just, well, I guess they're going to fuck themselves in about 3 years. But I don't know. The rebuilding part.
Just keep reloading.
Just keep reloading.
Yep.
Just keep reloading. Just empty the clip. Find another one. Buy another one. But yeah. Do you have anything else on the NHL?
Well, I kind of was reading apparently the Avalanche fans have adopted the Blink-182 All the Small Things.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Song. I
So
think that is
fucking
cool.
cool.
And then everybody, all the professional sports in Colorado was all tweeting out lyrics from that song.
Carry Me Home?
Carry Me Home, with
yeah.
Stanley Cup.
Yep.
So I thought that was pretty neat.
I love that, man. I love when like the stadiums have that song. Like the Pittsburgh Steelers have Renegade. A bunch of the stadiums have it, but it gets the crowd fucking jacked.
And whenever you start like creating traditions like that, that's when you know like a sport is like starting to take off.
Yes.
When it's hitting its prime it's when it's doing stuff like this that is, things are catching on with the fans that are going to be, tradition. What is it? Sweet Caroline plays at Boston. How long have they been doing that?
They've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And it's electric.
Yeah, exactly.
It's electric, dude. It brings the fans together, brings the team and the fans together. It gets everybody pumped up.
Yep.
Yeah. I think every stadium should have a song.
Yeah. But just developing traditions like that, it gets that core fandom in each of our hearts. That's what we live for in the sports. Which,
you get invested.
Yes. So I think NHL is on the up and up.
And up. Oh yeah. Again, like I said, I haven't been keeping up with the NHL for. I've been keeping up with it for about 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
But not nearly as long as a lot of the puckheads out there. But I love it more and more. The more and more I watch it, the more and more I love it.
Yeah,
it's fucking amazing.
Maybe next year, this time around, we'll have like a full synopsis.
We'll be puckheads.
We'll be puckheads.
You'll be Riley. I'll be Jonesy.
Ah, yes.
We can do that.
That's perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, you got anything else on Stanley Cup?
That's it.
Congrats to the Colorado Avalanche again. Y'all deserved it. But unfortunately, we have officially entered the dead zone, what we like to call the dead zone of sports. We got a couple of golf tournaments.
Yeah.
I think the French Open's Wimbledon's going on right now or something like that.
One of those major events. Serena actually just lost.
I know, I saw that.
But she's been hurt, and she's just coming back from an injury, so we'll
she'll be back next.
She'll be back.
Next one. Yeah, she'll win next one. Yeah, I do want to say, so for the dead zone, we're not seam heads, so we're not going to be covering too much baseball, but we will be analyzing different how would you call it? Well, like different brackets, different rankings of different things.
Yeah, we're going to keep it fun.
I want to keep it kind of general, not too specific. But yeah, we'll be coming up with a bunch of different things to keep y'all entertained during the dead zone.
Things to kind of get us hyped up for the seasons.
Yeah, get us pumped up for the NFL.
Yep.
Mostly.
Mostly.
NFL and college football.
We can even throw in some fantasy football advice and rankings and such. I know people...
do not take my fantasy football advice. I promise you. The only good advice I ever had was drafting Derrick Henry.
Maybe come up with some fantasy football names for people as well.
I like that. Top 10 fantasy football names?
Yep.
We can do that.
So,
write that down. But yeah, just one quick announcement before we head into the OTDISH. Next week is going to be 4th of July, so we will be taking off because we have a lot of shit to do. And honestly, I feel like 95% of America has a lot of shit to do. So yeah.
It's the American way
of the birthday of America, 1776. I think. Last week or the week before I said 1772. It's July 4th, 1776.
Okay.
So we're gonna be I have no idea how old we're gonna be. So I'm not even gonna do that math. Not even gonna try. But yeah, so we're gonna take off next week and then we'll be back at it the week after that. The 2 episodes after that will be over Zoom because Joe will be at a business meeting because he is a businessman. So,
and we're going to talk about business things and
business things.
Buildings.
We'll rank business things and put other business things into brackets.
Ooh, like maybe top 10 things about a business trip.
Yes. Ooh, top 10 things you love about a business trip.
Yep.
Oh, I like it. You should write that down too. All right. Let's get to OTDISH. I have like the greatest on this day in sports history of all time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna save it for the end.
All right.
But I do want to start, and I know you have this one, but I'm gonna take it from you.
All right.
The 1887 Phillies, with the most lopsided shutout, beating Indianapolis 24-0. Dude, I love when baseball scores or football scores.
Right?
That's my favorite.
Yes.
I do love pitching, but I don't think there's anything better than a 24-0 game or like if there was like a 24-17 game. Mm-hmm. I love that in baseball.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think you got to either have like a tight contested game for baseball, or you have to have like a good night, blowout, just a lot of scoring.
Annihilation.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like in those tight games, because I love pitching, I need those tight games to be like a 1-0. And I know that's boring to a lot of people, but if you get down to the nitty-gritty of the pitching matchups, it is intense. It is so intense,
and especially if there's so much on the line too, because then it's like the suspense, the build up every time. It gets kind of that's the thrilling part of it.
Yes, and then also whenever the bench is clear and somebody hits somebody else in the nuts with the baseball.
Oh, that's cool.
Nut shots are always funny.
Yeah, that actually that will lead me on to the next one.
Yeah, let's go.
So in 1987, Boston outfielder Don Baylor sets the MLB record hit by a pitch mark by 244 whenever he got plunked by Rick Rhoden.
He got what?
He got plunked.
Oh, there's another one. He got plunked.
Plunked by Rick Rhoden.
I'm only going to call it plunked from now on.
Yeah, and this was a part of the Red Sox Yankees game.
Oh, nice. So was that his career amount?
That was his career amount.
244 times he's been hit by a pitch.
Yeah. So he was.
Was he just a fat ass?
I was thinking he was just an asshole.
Oh yeah.
Like he had a target on him.
Okay, gotcha.
He created a target.
My brain went in a different. I thought he was just so fat that he covered the strike zone.
He did the equivalent of like tweeting out a bunch of things in 1987.
Oh, I got it. So whatever the equivalent of tweeting out
paging a bunch of things.
Paging.
Is
that what they did back then?
Yeah, like little pagers that on the hip.
Oh, I see. My brain also. I'm a dumbass. My brain went to he nailed a paper on the door and just basically saying slanderous things.
Ah, gotcha.
Way back in the day.
That used to be a tweet. That used to be a tweet of like the 1800s.
Right, and that's what I forgot you said 1987. I was thinking 1887.
Gotcha.
The one I just said.
Yeah.
So that's why the Wild Wild West came back into my brain.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll go next.
Okay.
I don't know if you have this one or not. No, you don't. Ooh, nice. 1992. The U.S. Dream Team beats Cuba in the first exhibition game. 133-57.
I did see this one, but I was like, I guess it was an expedition game, so I was just like, whatever.
Exhibition. I like expedition.
Yep.
They did go on an expedition to Cuba. They probably snorted a lot of cocaine.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have done it.
I don't know. That Dream Team was fucking phenomenal, and I just love seeing, again, like I said, the Phillies won 24-0. I love seeing these just gigantic blowouts. 133-57.
Yeah, that does like make me scream America.
America, fuck yeah.
Yes.
In honor of America's birthday next week. What's your next one?
I've got. Let me see. The in 2005. This one was a little bit more of NBA draft.
Oh, so, I got one for NBA draft as well.
I was gonna, I got 3 of them of the number 1 picks, but one of them was Andrew Bogut.
Andrew Bogut.
First pick out of by the Bucks. He had a rough start to his career, but I like how he finished it off at Golden State with a championship.
I remember that.
And then 07, Greg Oden.
Yep, that's the one I had to the Trailblazers. That's one of those what could have been, because that man was so dominant at Ohio State. Like I'll never forget. It was 06, I think.
Something
I think
like
it was
that.
the 06 one where they played Florida when Florida went back to back. He was the sole reason they had him in that point guard. I can't remember the point guard's name, but he was basically the sole reason they got there. Mm-hmm. And all Billy Donovan did was just hammer him with Al Horford, Joel Kimnoa, and what's the Lee? Who else did they have?
Yeah, there was another Lee, and then there was Corey Brewer.
That team was just fucking stacked.
It was loaded.
So, but yeah, he was literally the sole reason. Then he literally had no knees.
Yeah, had no knees, couldn't make it in the NFL. Then the other one,
NBA.
Or NBA. Yep.
Yeah.
Some Pete's.
I'm ready for the NFL too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. And then 2012, Anthony Davis.
Yep.
So if the NBA draft lands on June 28th, it's going to be a big man that's getting drafted first.
Yes.
It's going to be a big man.
It's a big man.
It's a big man.
There's a trend here.
This is a big man day.
I love it. You got anything else?
That's about it.
Okay. I'm so fucking excited. This is the greatest on this day in sports history of all time. Because in 1997, on this day in sports history, Mike Tyson was disqualified for biting Evander Holyfield's ear after 3 rounds of the heavyweight title fight in Las Vegas. Bit this man's ear.
I mean, it's like whatever it takes, man.
No, he's a fucking psychotic piece. Ugh. He's psychotic.
I mean, is that frowned upon in UFC? Like, would he have been actually better as a UFC fighter?
Well, because those UFC fighters have cauliflower ears, so it's kind of like they're doing them a favor, draining all the fluid out.
That is true, and eating your vegetables.
And eating the vegetables. So that's a win-win.
That's a win-win.
So in UFC, biting your ears is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But in boxing, it's a no-go.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, it's a no-go. Boxing's a lot more formal,
Yeah, it's a dance.
It's a dance.
UFC is just 2 gorillas going at each other.
So, like, okay, hold on a second. I like this dance reference here. So if boxing's a dance, it's like a ballroom dance.
Yes.
Whereas UFC is like, break dance, hip hop.
Grinding. Like, I'm talking dirty grinding on the dance floor.
Gotcha. We got it.
Okay, cool. We figured it out. Oh, my God. All right, let's get to fucking NFL. Let's see. Where do you want to start? There was a couple of things.
Yeah, there's some actually kind of some good information that came out. Some good news.
I kind of want to. All right, I want to start with the Adrian Peterson, Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
They're
talk about coming out of left field.
Well, no, this is basically, in my opinion, it screams, tell me you're broke without telling me you're broke.
Ooh, jeez.
They got kids and they got to pay for it, and I think they're both broke.
Yeah, I mean they both like to be rough and fight.
Yes,
So
yes. They both like, and that's the thing. I guess they just need an outlet to take out their aggression on, and this is a illegal
way.
Illegal,
not illegal.
Illegal way to take your anger and aggression out.
Vowels are so hard.
Yeah, I know. Fuck vowels. Yeah, no, I really do think. I mean, it's July 30th, and I'm going to watch it.
I mean, it's better than the Paul brothers, so like I'll take it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'll take it, but it is an undercard for a YouTuber. I don't remember which YouTuber it was, but yeah, I'm pretty pumped for it.
Wait, are they not fighting each other?
No, they are fighting.
Okay, they're fighting each other.
Yeah, they are fighting each other.
Then who's this undercover YouTube guy?
Well, no, it's the undercard. So like they're not the main event.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, you're talking
that's
about
what I'm gathering from it. I'm not a boxing head either. So.
Yeah,
but I just want to see. I just kind of love seeing people beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, and people that I know, then I have something.
Exactly. You have some connection to it.
Exactly. Like, oh, I know that guy. He was on my fantasy team. He's
Yes.
my friend.
So if Christian McCaffrey ever boxed, you would bet your entire house on him.
No, because he let me down. He
You literally wrote him a letter.
Well, yeah, because I was trying for him to like get back onto the field. I was trying to get him like to do anything and everything, but he disappointed me. He never came back.
He scorned you, didn't he?
Yeah, he left me.
Oh man.
I mean,
hell hath no fury. Like a fantasy owner scorned.
Yes. That's very true words.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good one. That should be on a t-shirt. I'm gonna write that down. Hell hath no fury like a fantasy owner scorned. Okay. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. What you got on NFL news wise?
A little fun fact here. So we're talking about money, this offseason, and there was an article that got brought up about how Chase Daniels will actually will actually accumulate at this point of his career $41 million as a backup QB for 13 years that started 5 games. Well done. That is the best position in all of football.
In all of sports.
I mean, if I could go and be an Alex Moran in the NFL, I would do it. And this is the proof of it. Like, if you just make sure you just don't mess up as a backup QB, you don't have to be good enough to win as a starter.
And here's the thing: it's not easy to do that. You have to. There's a fine line because you have to be just good enough to be the backup, but not good enough to be the starter, and you have to jump rope with that line.
Yes, exactly.
You know what? Being a great backup, I think, is harder than being a great starter.
Yeah, it's like a balancing act. If being a starter, you just go full throttle, you try to go the best as you can. Being backup or getting cut all the time, you just whatever. But you have to balance on that fence line, or else
that little tightrope.
You go too far, you're going to be a starter, which obviously you're not good enough to be a starter full time.
You're going to fail.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you go too much back, you know what? Somebody else is going to take your spot.
Yep. Yeah. No, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Congrats to Chase Daniels.
Congrats
to Chase Daniels.
And just to put it in perspective, now granted, you got to take in inflation and just how much more the players are making in the NFL compared to back in the day. But John Elway accumulated during his career $45 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get that's crazy to hear.
Yeah, it's crazy to hear, but
that's insane to hear because he's a easy first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And damn, that's wild. I mean, obviously, like you said, you got to take into account inflation and everything, but just hearing that. Hearing that Chase Daniels made what? $4 million less?
Yeah.
$4 million less than John Elway in his career. Just, I don't know, that kind of blows my mind.
It really is. It's mind blowing.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I kind of wanted, speaking of money again, let's talk Scary Terry got paid.
Yep.
Scary Terry got paid.
Here's the thing. He's 26 years old. And I think at 26 years old, the $3 million, he got a 3-year, $71 million. You got $28 million bonus. I think at his age, a 3-year, I keep trying to say $3 million, a 3-year contract is perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect because he's going to make $71 million. The reason why teams want to extend the contract to more years is because obviously they're going to pay them less per year. So if you get like a little 2 or 3 year contract, and then when you're 29 years old, you're still good. You still have 2 or 3 more great years left in you.
Yeah.
You can sign for another 2 or 3 year contract, or you can sign for big money, depending on how well you do. You can sign for big money for 5 or 6 years.
Yep.
That'll
be like the big final contract for you.
And you can go either way. You can go like to one team for 1 year if you want to try and win a Super Bowl, or you can go for the extended contract. Yep. I think Scary Terry's doing the perfect job.
Yeah, no, you make an excellent point with that. That actually is, it makes sense given his age and everything.
His age and his skill level.
Well done for his agents.
Yes.
Well done to his agents right there.
Whoever Terry McLaurin's agent is, well done.
Well done.
Well done.
You know, he's had 8 different quarterbacks during his 3 years at Washington.
Oh shit!
8 different
starting quarterbacks,
and he's played that well with 8 different starting quarterbacks.
Casey Keenum, Dwayne Haskins, Colt McCoy, Alex Smith, Taylor Heineke,
Kyle Allen, Garrett Gilbert, and Ryan Fitzpatrick.
All of those except for Ryan Fitzpatrick are just trash.
Yeah.
Holy shit! He's done what he's done with trash QBs.
Yeah, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, he played with one game.
One game. Yeah.
And he got hurt.
Sheesh.
That's one thing I really wish would have,
I wish that would have panned out too.
Yeah, I really cried. I actually did cry when Ryan Fitzpatrick,
yeah, me too,
got hurt.
Good thing is we're gonna see more of Ryan Fitzpatrick on Amazon, so
yep.
It'll be good. I kind of want to talk about. Can we talk about Jameis Winston's off-season workouts?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Why was his feet up on the ab ball? It's the greatest. It's honestly, I'm gonna start doing it at the gym, but I want to know why his feet were up while he was benching the wiggly.
I was about to say there's more than one question in that video.
I think I'm just really confused. About the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean he's not even on a bench. He's on the ground,
on the floor.
He's on the ground, and then his barbell or like barley bell.
Looks like it looks like a hybrid between a noodle from a pool and one of those like curl bars.
Yes, exactly, like the easy bars.
Yeah. Like. What?
I really need to know what most muscles these are focusing on. Like, what is the focal point here?
And why is the starting quarterback in the NFL doing it?
Yes. How does this translate to being a quarterback?
Right. Again, I'm still stuck with the legs, the feet on top of the ab ball.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if he's just trying to get like the blood flow to his head, to
his torso,
his torso or head.
Yeah,
like maybe he's trying to just like that's how he's going to be able to think better. And he's got more blood in his head.
If you have more blood in your head, less blood in your dick. Well, actually, wait, it's going straight to his dick.
Maybe okay, man.
Okay,
he's just thinking with his dick.
He's thinking with his dick. Oh man. Oh God, actually, you know what? Listen, the Saints are going to the fucking Super Bowl. They're gonna win the Super Bowl because I'm gonna put a lot of money on that future.
Look, Jameis Winston is just light years in front of us right now. We just don't realize how.
You're right.
How in the future he is with his workouts.
The only way we're gonna realize how smart he is when 2043 comes around.
Yeah.
And everyone's doing the exact same workouts as Jameis Winston.
Yep.
They got the noodle barbell with the easy curl weights and the ab ball for the legs for some reason.
And Jameis Winston's going to be going around the gym. He's like, you strong, I'm strong, we strong.
Baby. Yes. Yes. Fucking jacks me up every time, dude.
Golly.
I can fucking run a marathon after seeing that.
This man, I can't wait to see him on the field.
He's my favorite person of all time.
Yes.
By far my favorite person. And the fact that he's my quarterback just makes it that much better.
Yep.
All right, what else you got for NFL?
Let me see what we got.
So Brissett actually might be the number one.
Jacoby Brissett is going to be the starter in Cleveland.
Since we were talking about backup QBs, that's another one who's probably accumulated quite a bit of money. But
Yes. Jacoby Brissett, I mean, he had to deal with some injuries and stuff, but that's, honestly, the injuries is good for the backup quarterbacks.
Yes.
Because it's like, he showed some promise, but he got injured, so he's still on the fence, because he showed the promise, but he got injured, so they always had that fall option.
I'm trying to think of that guy last year that we told him to get injured.
The guy last year.
Yeah, the little sensation out of New York Jets.
Oh, Zach Wilson?
No, his replacement. Remember?
Oh, White? Mike White?
Yes, Mike White.
Mike White, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, he definitely needs to do that.
See, that was the thing. He needed to get hurt.
Yes.
Because he had that 400-yard performance, and then we were like, he needs to get hurt. Get hurt.
That's why Jason Tatum needs to be like, I was playing hurt.
Yes, exactly.
I was playing hurt.
You can utilize that injury to your advantage.
Yes, because it works. It plays.
Because then it leaves the rest for imagination. If you actually play it out, then they know how it goes. But if you don't actually play out the rest of those minutes, they have to leave the imagination like, wow, what could he have done?
What could have been?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see what happens with Watson, but it's not looking great in Cleveland because Baker Mayfield very clearly said that him and Cleveland are going to part ways.
This is the most Cleveland thing that could happen.
Thank you for saying that.
I mean, it really, to be honest with you, I really got scared for a moment. I was like, wow, Cleveland actually is doing the right things. And, I guess this was just the build-up. They were just building up the climax to be so much greater this time. They've been doing a series of movies, and this is actually the one that's actually really good, but ends the exact same way.
Dude, it's like the higher the climb, the harder the fall.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
like they just wanted to get, so close to the top of the mountain that it would just be this epic fail.
Yes.
They're like, Cleveland, you can't outdo yourself. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Yeah. That's the ultimate Cleveland hold my beer.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Right?
But it's so fantastic to see.
It's amazing.
Yeah. They're back.
They're back. Cleveland is so back.
Cleveland is back.
Cleveland's back. Do you got anything else? We can talk about Dan Snyder drama if you want.
Yeah, he's refusing to accept subpoenas.
Okay, so from what I've been told I'm basing all of this on the movie Pineapple Express. If you get subpoenaed, you have to show up in court, right?
Well, remember, in all the movies, it's like, oh, you've been served, and then the guy leaves. There's never a response. What? It's Dan Snyder being like, no. Before he leaves.
Oh, no, you can. No, I'm good. So, yeah, can you, refuse it?
I guess.
I didn't know that. I thought you just, you got served, and if you don't show up in court, then you get a warrant out for your arrest.
I don't know. But just think about how bad that situation is.
Dude, he probably got so fucking coked up that he was just like, fuck this motherfucker. Get the fuck off my fucking lawn.
Yeah, he's like, nope, I'm not even going to deal with this. What,
Dude,
United States of America? No.
I don't know what's going to happen with this, man, because, Roger Goodell went in front of Congress, and he's like, I can't fucking do anything. And he can't. He can't. No. He posed as, the little fucking puppet that he is.
Yeah.
He honestly, Roger Goodell did a good job being Roger Goodell.
He really is doing the job of Roger Goodell. Like, I mean, it's showing more and more that who has control of this league, and it's the owners.
It's by far the owners.
And I believe the owners are really kind of pushing this, and this could be a little bit of conspiracy theory, but I don't think they want Dan Snyder to go down.
Yeah.
Because then that sets a precedent for the rest of the owners, and that, they can be taken down too. I think they're thinking, hey, we're just gonna keep this guy on.
We gotta
just give him a slap on the wrist, and
yeah, we gotta protect Dan Snyder.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: if you get that many billionaires on board with something, no, like we said last week with the Live tournament, everyone has a price.
Everybody's got a price.
You just keep adding a zero or a decimal point, and eventually they'll cave.
Yep.
And then when you have that much money, it's like a Pablo Escobar thing, where it's like, hey, I'm gonna bribe you with $10,000 to do this thing, and if you don't, here's the thing: if you do it, you get $10,000. If you don't, we'll kill your entire family.
Oh.
And then torture you.
Yep.
So when you have that much money, you get away with shit like that.
Yeah.
You get away with shit like that. So, I don't know anything that's going on behind the scenes. This is all me speculating. But I assume something along those lines are going on.
Yeah. No,
When you have 32 billionaires.
in one room.
Yes.
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen. Yeah. I mean, we had fucking Greg Williams putting thousands of dollar bounties on other human beings in a football game.
It did work.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
dude,
mean, it worked.
Dude, Greg Williams in the XFL, fire.
Oh,
it's going to be great.
Yes.
I can't wait. He actually will thrive in the XFL. Or is it the XFL? That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, it's XFL.
Okay, yeah. He will thrive in the XFL. But yeah, that's all I got for the NFL.
Yeah, I think that's about it as well.
I kind of want to get to the NBA. So we had the draft. And honestly, I don't care. It's the NBA draft, dude. Maybe 5 people will make it. We'll maybe hear about 5 of those names in the next 3 years.
Yeah. It depends. Yeah, I don't know if how stacked this draft class is. I mean, it's actually not bad. Let's put it that way. It takes some of these kids a little bit longer to develop nowadays. For whatever reason, but
because the competition in the NBA is so fucking stiff, it's insane.
Yeah, but
I guess the only storylines that they really had. So I'm gonna botch his name, but Pablo Banchero was the number one, or was the first pick.
Pablo Banchero, yeah, from Duke.
Yep. Yeah. So he was the first pick, and that was actually kind of a little bit of surprise. It was
no. Jabari Smith should have been the first pick.
Well, I mean, he's my favorite prospect. He just reminds me so much of KD.
He's going to be nasty.
I think he's going to be absolutely.
He's KD with a little more weight.
With a little more weight, yep. But he's got the same length and the same shot making ability. I don't even think he realizes how good he is right now. I mean, he was only a freshman at Auburn, so I think it might take him a little bit to develop, just a little bit, but I think when he gets going, it's gonna be hard to stop him.
Oh no, that's actually what I had. Jabari Smith should have gone number 1.
But the thing is like the odds were saying that, kind of indicating that as well, because Banchero was plus 1,400 the week leading into it, and then goes to plus 400.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a last minute decision that got switched around.
That was Adrian Wojnarowski. I think he announced it, right?
Yeah.
That was damn. Dude, it's insane how much a fucking just one reporter can influence the odds.
Yeah. No, that is true.
It's wild.
So, the other storyline on this, which I thought was hilarious, was Knicks made 3 trades in this draft and came away with nothing.
Dude.
With nothing in this draft. Let me specify that.
Watching Stephen A. Smith have the biggest fucking meltdown was magic to my eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried. They actually, it got so bad that like the organization actually had to issue out a statement like identifying what their strategy was to the fans because of the backlash that came about it.
Oh yeah, I mean Spike Lee was crying. Stephen A. Smith was literally like about to set himself on fire.
Yeah.
He like they both like on the next day they were on Get Up or whatever the fucking show is with Greeny, and they were literally just like on their knees praying, trying to fucking figure out what the Knicks are doing.
Well, they did get 3 future first rounders.
Who gives a shit? Again, revert back to what I said earlier. The NBA draft doesn't fucking matter.
The biggest thing is that they're trying to clear cap space.
Yeah, I know.
To get Brunson.
Well, yeah, no, they before today, before yesterday, I thought Kyrie might even go, but that's a whole. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, another scenario, but I feel like it would be like the biggest Knicks move if like Brunson turns them down.
Oh man, well, why is Dallas getting rid of them? Or is he just asking for too much money? Is that what that is?
No, Dallas isn't getting rid of him.
He just wants to leave?
No, he doesn't want to leave either. He's what is it? I think it's a restricted free agent right now. So like basically, other teams have an opportunity to offer him money, and the Mavs can match it.
Gotcha.
But if New York comes in with a big enough offer, the Mavs are probably not going to match it.
Gotcha. Okay. One thing I know I tweeted this out. Chet Holmgren gonna be one of the bigger busts in the NBA history.
Ooh, hot take.
I know it is, but that man is way too skinny.
I mean, he can eat a hamburger. That's not hard.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's see it. You had a whole fucking year at Gonzaga to eat a hamburger. I don't see any Baconators near you.
Yeah.
Double quarter pounder with cheeses. I don't give a shit. Eat them all. Like, shove some French fries up your ass. I don't care. Come on, dude. He's okay. Like, all right, he's got decent handles. He can shoot outside. He's 7 foot. I don't see it. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he doesn't have that fucking Mamba mentality. He doesn't have that bite. He doesn't have that dog. I just don't think he's gonna work out. That's my call.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna work out. I think Shaden Sharp was a steal at number 9 or whatever, number 8, 7 or wherever he was. I think Shaden Sharp is gonna be fantastic in the NBA.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good prospect. The other funny part about this draft was the Sacramento Kings. So I don't know if you've seen like the list of like players that they've missed out on throughout the years. So
please tell me.
Here's the list. So in 2018 they drafted Marvin Bagley the third at number 2, and Luka went off the board at number 3 right after him. And so then in 2012, they drafted a guy, I'm not very familiar with him, but T. Robinson at number 5, and Damian Lillard came off the board at number 6.
Oh, no.
And then in 2011, this is probably the most understandable because of the hype that was coming out of him, but they drafted Jimmer Fredette at number 10.
I remember that.
And then Klay Thompson went off the board at number 11.
Oh, that stings.
ESPN did Sacramento dirty leading up to the draft, displaying this.
Oh, they showed it all?
Yeah, and then Sacramento Kings fans freaked out whenever Jaden Ivey was still on the board, and they picked up Keegan Murray.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I hope Jaden Ivey just fucking goes off.
And Ivey, so, I mean, if I'm putting bets on Rookie of the Year, I'm putting it on Ivey.
Jaden Ivey?
Jaden Ivey.
Actually, that's
Rookie
it.
Of the Year.
Yeah, Jaden Ivey, Rookie of the Year. You heard it here first. Fuck yes.
So.
Oh, God, man.
But they were
poor
ticked. Sacramento
Kings.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Speaking of Sacramento Kings, Chris Webber had that is Draymond Green Wes Welker comparison. You remember that?
Yep.
Oh man, that was great.
But that's what I got from the draft.
Okay. I did want to talk about our Pelicans. We drafted Dyson Daniels. I don't know much about him. I looked him up. He's 6'7", guard. He's a good two-way player. He's got a 6'10.5" wingspan.
His mom.
Oh my god. So hot. So hot.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing that came out of this.
I know.
To be honest with
and
you,
like I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah.
I was going in and out of the draft a little bit because I had some things to do. So in Bleacher Report, there is the live commenting section whenever it's like kind of get your live reaction from fans. So I was like, oh, let me see. I love reading comments of like, those. I feel like the comment section sometimes is like so hilarious and
the comment section is the funny part about the whole post.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, let me see what people are thinking about Dyson Daniels because I thought he was a great pick. There was nothing about him. It was all about his mom.
That's why I had to look up all those stats.
Yeah,
like ESPN gave me nothing.
No,
it was just all his mom.
Yeah.
I mean, she is hot.
She is hot, and she knows what she's doing.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, she absolutely knows what she's doing.
Yes.
I mean, those puppies were out. They were
for sure.
They were.
You saw that dress.
Yes.
Yeah. It was Those calcium cannons were out.
Yes. So, but yeah, that's basically what I got from Dyson Daniels.
Yeah. Well, Daniel. Wait, is that his name? Dyson Daniels. Did I just make that up?
Daniel Dyson.
Dyson Daniels. No, it is Dyson Daniels. Double D.
So.
Double D.
Double D.
Double D. Yes. He's double D. Oh my God, this is getting worse and worse.
Yeah, he's not helping himself.
Oh fuck. No, she named him that for a reason.
Yeah.
She named him Dyson Daniels.
Yeah.
Like, he could have been, Double D. Oh man, we got double D. Oh fuck. All right. The only other thing I had from that was he's Australian or he's from Australia, and I still have PTSD from Australian players, from Ben Simmons. So I'm a little I don't know. I'm a little scared about this pick.
I like it. I think it's a great pick. He's an excellent defender. His passing ability is also really good too. Which I mean, with a guy like with him and Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum paired together, that's kind of something that you want. You want something that's a facilitator, that's somebody that's a passer. But his shot making ability is actually progressing along quite well as well too.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to have to be relied on. I think that could be built up. So I think it's a fantastic pick. And then maybe him with some lobs to Zion Williamson.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I want to dribble his mom's titties and then I'll shoot my shot with her.
She better get courtside.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Come on, I want to see those puppies. My favorite thing about the draft, the main thing I like about the NBA draft.
What's that?
Is the redraft people. It's like, oh, let's wait for the redraft next year, or let's redraft this in 3 years. And we'll see who's up at the top. Yeah, no shit. It's going to be different in 3 years. The NBA draft and any draft in sports history is going to be different.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no shit. Congratulations. You got it.
Captain Hindsight.
Captain Hindsight reporting for duty.
Yeah.
So this was funny. I'm done with the draft, by the way. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
Russell Westbrook is planning to exercise his $47.1 million option to return to the Lakers.
No shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, oh, yeah, I would take that as well.
Do you know how many people are getting paid more than Russell Westbrook next year?
Tell me.
Two. You know who they are? Just for that year.
I'm just trying to think. Who just got their deals? Who's that?
There's only two people. James Harden and Steph Curry. So you know what that means? Russell Westbrook next year is going to make more money than LeBron James.
Jeez. LeBron's not going to like that.
No. LeBron, and he's making $3 million more than LeBron James.
There's going to... Yeah, that team is not going to mesh at all.
Oh, God, no. Oh, man, LeBron's crying.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about it. But... yeah, of course, Russell Westbrook's gonna take his $47.1 million. Why the fuck wouldn't he?
Yeah, no, that kind of reminds me of the situation with Kyrie as well. He just took his 37
That's
million.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
I like it.
And the thing is, though, with Kyrie, so Kyrie posts right after he says that he's staying with the Knicks. So he posts this quote: "Normal people keep the world going, but those who dare to be different lead us to tomorrow." So, first of all, tell me why the fuck that has anything to do with you staying with the Knicks. And then second of all, I'm pretty sure normal people accept the $37 million.
Yes.
I mean, let's be real here.
Like, you can be rich as fuck and still be like, yeah, I'm $37 million?
Yeah, a normal person's going to accept that.
Yes, anybody's going to accept that.
What a different person is going to do is like sign away for like $6 million to be on the Lakers. That's like, you could have said that if you were doing that move, but yeah, no.
Oh, the fact that he put that up as a bluff is incredible.
Yeah,
he tried to create leverage by saying he was going to go to the Lakers for $6 million.
Yeah, no,
That's incredible.
To be back with LeBron James, who he left already.
Oh yeah, who he loves.
Yeah,
Loves. Oh my God. You know who I wanted to see Kyrie go to?
okay. Where?
All right, so I had a list. I wanted to see him go to Dallas. I wanted him to go to Dallas. I wanted Luka to go to shooting guard and him be point guard, and then Jalen Brunson be shipped off. This was assuming that Jalen Brunson was going to be shipped off.
That's interesting.
I think
it would have worked, but why?
I think it would have worked.
You liked it?
Yes, I think it would have worked. The Spurs, DeJounte Murray go to shooting guard, him play point guard. I think him and Popovich would have gotten along very well.
I think Popovich is one of the few coaches that could keep him in line.
Yes. And the last one was Utah. Him and Donovan Mitchell. And then, who else?
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
I mean, they're already a firestorm. You're going to throw more gasoline in it? I mean, just might as well accept it as a bonfire.
Yeah, dude, just fucking light it up. Just light it up. But yeah, those are the three teams I wish he would have gone. Or no. That I think he would have been a decent fit. The teams I wish he would have gone to were A, the Knicks, and B, the Lakers. The Knicks because they're right across the street from the Brooklyn Nets, and B the Lakers because, I mean, that would have just been fucking hilarious.
That would have been hilarious. But yeah, so and then apparently KD is according to Woj, KD is being very loyal and is planning on staying with the Knicks. But I don't know how a person can be very loyal when he's already been with 3 teams.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
And he's under contract.
Yeah.
So, like, he kind of has to be.
Yeah. So.
I don't understand that either.
But KD doesn't seem like a very loyal person.
No. I mean, I don't know. He's getting old, so he's got to do something. You know? I mean, he can go back to the Warriors.
I think that's his way of just saying, "Hey, I'm going to stay because Kyrie said he was going to stay."
Yeah.
You know, and there's actually something here.
Right. Real quick, John Wall is signed with the Clippers. They still won't win.
That was an interesting signing.
Yeah.
It's just
they still won't win.
I feel like it looks better on paper than what it actually is.
Yes. I mean, John Wall is fucking old. I mean, do you not remember? We were in college when we were singing the John Wall song.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He's old as fuck.
Yeah, he was in Washington for 11 years and then 2 or 3 years in Houston. So yeah, he's been around the league for quite some time.
He's old.
And he's had so many nagging injuries. So like it's just to be honest with you, keeping that team healthy for the entire year, they actually might do something if they do, but I don't see that actually happening.
You're right. If they can keep that entire team healthy for the whole year and the playoffs, the Clippers will win.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you that will never happen. You have Paul George and fucking
Kawhi.
And Kawhi.
Yeah.
And John Wall.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way all 3 of those players will play all 82 games next year.
It seems like that's like the starting of the starting roster for the like all-time injury team.
We could do that.
Yep.
We can do an all-time injury team.
I'm reading your mind. Jot it down.
Yeah, jot it down. Jot it down. All-time injury team. Here's the one thing I had about the Kyrie drama going back. You know the NBA draft sucks when the Kyrie drama is a bigger story than the actual draft.
Yeah.
You know, so like, that's why. Honestly, I think the redraft is probably a bigger thing than the actual draft. Like, let's do the redrafts. The redrafts are more interesting than the actual drafts. Nobody in the second round except for Nikola Jokic, is like does anything from the second round. Like, yeah, Draymond Green was later in the first round, right?
Yeah. I guess it just shows the unpredictability of the draft. Like, it's like nobody really knows what they're doing. We're at least just, drafting somebody and just hoping it works.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's only one or two people. So, like, if it doesn't make a difference, oh well.
Yeah. You got anything else in the NBA?
Let me see. Well, we got Will Hardy is going to be the next head coach.
I missed that. Yeah, Will Hardy. Sure, he's 34 years old, which is wild to think of because he's 2 years older than me and a head coach of an NBA team.
He's like the exact replica of like a Brad Stevens. Like, I literally saw a picture of him, and I was like, is this like Brad Stevens 2.0?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe we'll see if he's as smart as Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens was a one of a kind.
You know what tree he came out of? Coaching tree.
Which?
San Antonio.
Greg Popovich. Oh man.
Yeah.
Greg Popovich to the NBA is like Nick Saban to college football.
Yes, exactly.
He just breeds great coaches.
Yep. Quinn Snyder came out of there.
Yep.
You could kind of go there. There's so many.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
And his former players too.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see. Kimball Walker to the Pistons. I mean, yeah, that like we alluded to earlier, that's New York Knicks clearing salary cap space for free agency. Yeah, I don't have anything else. What you got?
That's about it.
All right, let's go on to other sports news. Ole Miss wins the College World Series.
Yep.
Congratulations to them.
Again, we're wrapping up different sports.
I know, man. This is tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
So we'll get into baseball. We'll talk about that, but it's gonna be that dead time. It's not like the good time of baseball too, where it's gonna be end of the season, like playoffs.
No, this is like the middle of baseball where like nothing really matters.
Yeah. So we just ended hockey, just ended the finals, just ended College World Series, which honestly, I tell you what, did you see the College World Series a little bit? So Ole Miss.
Oh, they had the back-to-back home runs.
Back-to-back home runs.
Yeah.
I you know what? I was watching that, and I felt for that pitcher. I don't know why after the second one they didn't like put a new pitcher in.
I know, right?
Like that guy had to suffer through three of them.
Three in a row.
I mean, if that didn't, that obviously ended the College World Series. At that point, it's like Ole Miss is just they're hot.
Right. Yeah. They're hot.
But that might have just ended his career as well.
Yeah. How do you bounce back from that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just 3 home runs back to back in the College World Series. Like the pressure
in like the biggest stage of your career.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Do you got anything else on the College World Series?
No, that's about it.
Okay. So the only other news I have is Arch Manning. He decided to go to Texas. Mm-hmm. I want to know your initial reaction because here's the thing. I had when I saw that notification on my phone, I had a roller coaster of emotions.
Okay.
That happened to me. I want to know what your initial reaction was to it.
I was like, Arch Manning's going to Texas.
Really? That's it?
I mean, to be honest with you, I did not express that whirlwind of emotions that you did.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you had a tie with it being your favorite team, LSU.
No.
You know, like that was going to be the situation, but I keep up with recruiting closely. I tell you what, I guess the emotion I was thinking was I was surprised because I thought Georgia was going to be a better situation for him to start earlier with a well-rounded team around him, whereas Texas is a kind of rebuilding program, you know, with Steve Sarkisian. And so, like, I don't know. I just thought it would have been a better situation at Georgia.
Texas also paid him more. But,
Well, yeah.
okay, so whenever I saw it, I was like, okay. Initially, I was like, thank God. I was happy. Thank God he didn't go to Alabama.
Okay, yeah.
And then I got worried. I immediately went into, oh, shit. Texas is going to be in the SEC. So I got fucking paranoid. And then I was like, oh, okay. So Texas is only going to be in the SEC, or they won't be in the SEC until 2025.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, so he may only have 1 year if he doesn't go early. Then I was like, oh, shit, they're going to redshirt him. And then there's no way Texas and Oklahoma are going to stay the entire contract they have with the Big 12. They're going to find some way to get out of it early.
Not necessarily,
Yes,
but
they will. They absolutely will. They're going to get way more money in the SEC. It will be more beneficial to them to get out of their contract and lose whatever fucking money they're losing with the Big 12 and go into the SEC sooner rather than later. So now I'm just like, we got to play Arch Manning.
well, if anything has taught us about the Manning brothers is that they will not win a college World Series or a World Series.
College national
A
championship.
college national championship. They will do very well. They'll put up excellent numbers, and they'll get almost a Heisman Trophy, but they won't win that either. But once they get to the NFL, then they'll win the Super Bowls.
Okay, so we're okay.
So we really don't have anything to
all
worry
right, so
about.
now I'm back down.
Yeah,
okay,
now you're back
so
down.
like that whole roller coaster was just it was intense for me.
Yes,
it was
I
intense.
get that.
You see my wave of emotions now, right?
Yeah, I see. I
Okay,
see.
yeah. So I whew, all right. I'm good now. I was perspiring. Now I'm not. But yeah, no. I just think that Texas paid him the most money. And here's the thing. Objectively speaking, this is hard for me because when it comes to college football, I'm not very good at being objective. Objectively speaking, Arch Manning to Texas is kind of fun.
It is fun. It is fun. Manning at Texas.
At Texas is fun.
Yeah.
I think that's I mean, like Texas is like outside of the SEC. It's kind of honestly, Texas football is kind of the heart of America. Like if you're talking football in America, you go with Texas. Like, you know, they got high school football, college football is huge, and obviously you got America's team and the Dallas Cowboys, which It hurts me to say that every single time I say it, but it's true.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
So, yeah, it does kind of make sense that Arch Manning goes to Texas. It pains me to say.
Yeah.
But
So,
anyways, you got anything else?
that's about it.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. Again, like I said earlier, we're going to take next week off, and then we will resume the week after that via Zoom. So the next 2 episodes after the 4th of July will be via Zoom. And then we'll resume our regular programming. Hopefully, we'll have a new setup by then.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of surprise on the.
You won't have the bed in the background anymore.
Yeah, we're working on the next steps on developing a kind of more of a podcast feeling.
Podcast vibes.
Podcast sports. And
Podcast
sports vibe.
Yes, podcast sports vibe, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all have a great week. Great 4th of July. Love y'all.
Later.